Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to get to it on this one because I don't want this video to take too long and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I want to show you guys why we're having a problem with this Hamilton cam or with the factory roller lifter rocker pushrod combination. Now, this is only going to cover half of the problem. You guys need to understand that the roller lifters on these cams is another big problem. Okay, it's separate, and I'm going to show you that in just a second as well. But first, we're going to cover this rocker pushrod arm BS that they've been trying to cram down everybody's throat. So hold on just a sec. Let me flip this around. We're going to explain a few things. Now, as you can see, we got one apart here. This one is a 2018 engine. The long block is a 2018. As you can tell, that is not a 2018 body. We're going through what it takes to actually put in a 2018 into one of these trucks. Now, I know that there are several companies out there now that are doing their videos on it, and you have to replace this, you have to replace that, and all that good stuff, but I'm trying to do this a different way. Not to say they don't know what they're doing, but I'm trying to do it to where you don't have to go with a high-performance camshaft and a big 67, 68 millimeter turbo, whatever. You just want your work truck, because I can see a flatbed. You just want this thing to last forever. And when you have a catastrophic engine failure, such as this truck did, we want to be able to, instead of replace that motor and automatically go to the Hamilton swap, we want to be able to put something in here that's a lot more dependable. Anyway, we digress. Let's get back to the parts that we're talking about. Now, on my left, we have 2018 style rocker arm and pushrod. Now, if you notice, we have a ball and a cup. That cup sits in the engine just like this. Now, I don't know if you guys ever paid attention during elementary school, but gravity works. We'll summarize that right off the bat. Gravity works. So, if you have a cup that's up like this and you splash, what happens? Fluid will tend to stay in the cup. Okay? I think we can agree that we all understand that philosophy. Now, this one is a 2019 and newer. That cup is inverted. And the push rod has a ball on the end of it to go right there. Now, what happens when you take a full cup from this position and do this? The fluid tends to drain out, correct? Again, gravity works. So, first off, it's a terrible design, for lack of other safe words that I could use on this channel, to actually design a valve train that has this inverted cup and then depend on splash oiling to keep that lubricated. It's not going to work. There is no hole through the rocker. There is no hole going up through the push rod. There is no way for that cup on the other side, let's say that this cup keeps itself lubricated by splash only. So we'll go ahead and give a quick summary on this, right? Physics are physics. They're laws of nature that can't be changed. Now, why they continued to run this design for as many years as they did, knowing that they had a problem with it, I don't know. But it doesn't matter how well you heat treat that. It doesn't matter who manufactures that. You cannot argue with physics. So we've had some people say that what if we get the hollow push rods that will allow oil to come from the lifters and lubricate that cup? You know, that's to be determined. And this is why I'm not going to recommend doing that anyway, because that only solves one part of the problem. Remember, the other big part of that problem is this little POS right here, right? We see these needle bearings inside of here fail often. Now, when that fails and that lifter drops out of its bore enough for that flag to come out of the bore of the inside the block, this lifter will turn, and if you're lucky, it'll just mar the bore where the lifter rides in. If you're unlucky, like this engine was, that flag will break the block. I've seen that happen several times. Go back to, I think, one of my very, very first little videos, and you'll see a block with inspection holes in the side of it. That was because of a ground down cam. Lifter came out of the bore, turned, and broke the block on the way back up. And it broke 3 pistons, bent connecting rods, shoved crap out the side of the block, even as far as breaking the PCM, because as you know, the PCM bolts to the block on these. And it created a very bad day for the guy. So, you know, we got to call out the manufacturers on this. And the engineers who thought they could defy gravity, that they could change actual physics and make something that absolutely has no explanation of working, get put into production. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'll give you guys a quick explanation of that. I'm going to get this uploaded for you right now. So like, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Get the information out there. Tell your buddies. Tell your buddies about my channel. Have them watch it for themselves. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.